Hey guys, what's up? This is Chandler. It's been a long time that since I posted the previous two videos. I've been pretty busy, but today I wanted to talk about how indirect the communication style could be from a Chinese culture perspective. It's kind of an interesting thing that this year I'm moving to a new apartment, and the first time ever living by myself now, and I had some kind of like complaints about my neighbor downstairs, and because I just moved in a new apartment and I just feel a little bit uncomfortable just to directly knock their door and talk to them about it. So instead I actually communicated through the property manager, and the property manager actually communicated to my neighbor. And the other day I kind of bumped into my neighbor, and he was asking me like, hey, next time just kind of knock my door, not necessarily have to go through the property manager. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. It's so actually from the Chinese culture perspective, like usually like when people feel more comfortable to do the face-to-face confrontation when they actually know each other a little bit, and even that, I mean, a lot of times people prefer to go through a third party, meaning like, for example, my friend Peter and I, we have a little bit of concern about each other. So either Peter or I would actually go through our mutual friend to actually indirectly, address the concerns. That's how it works in a Chinese culture and a lot of other East Asian countries' culture from that perspective. But while in American culture, it's like it directly. Hey, you have something you want to say about me? Come to me and have a face-to-face direct communication. So I would say it's not easy, I would say, for people from an East Asian culture perspective. So whether you have friends from that culture background or you're doing business with people from that culture background, you want to address certain things, I think a couple of suggestions I would give is, first, definitely be indirect. Because in terms of language and wordings, it could be very sugarcoating. If you can't speak East Asian languages, and English as a language is very, very direct compared to East Asian language. So try to sugarcoat a little bit more, and try to understand that a lot of times people might not feel comfortable to directly talk about things literally face to face because they just don't feel comfortable. So if you actually sense a little bit of that, you can ask yourself, like, take a little bit more initiative. Like, hey, I know that your culture, that a lot of times people don't feel comfortable to be direct, communicate. So I'm just kind of wondering if there's anything that you want to talk about, and we can work this out. Then you can actually make them feel relaxed, and actually you can draw yourself closer by doing that, because they kind of can see, wow, this guy actually knows some about our culture. Not saying you need to bring your culture down, you have to look up to them to kind of accommodate them, but that's definitely something I would say it's the biggest hurdle between the Chinese culture and American culture. So that's just some of the tips, and let me know how you guys feel about this topic, and what your stories are, and I can't wait to share more stories and my personal experience of intercultural communication with you guys soon. Have a good one. Happy Mother's Day.